Hello and welcome back to Friday Minis. Today, let's talk about something that is, conceptually very simple, but has a somewhat complex and intimidating sounding name. I'm referring to the finite state machine. And even though that sounds very scary, in fact, the finite state machine is something that can model the vast majority of the devices and software you actually use. See, here's the deal. A finite state machine models a program as a series of states. What you can do is you can actually transition from one state to another. In fact, that is it in a nutshell. If you think about it, most programs fall into such a model. For example, something like a game. Well, if your character is standing still, you could actually push a button and get the character walking. You could push another button and the character could be walking and jumping. And then, of course, once they hit the ground, we transition back to the walking state. The idea is, by modeling things this way, we can see at a glance what are all the different unique states your program can take on. In addition, we can also see what are the conditions necessary to transition from one state to another. Of course, finite state machines don't just, describe how a program actually runs. You can actually use it to build programs as well, and this is in fact used in areas like artificial intelligence. For example, say the autocorrect system on your phone. Essentially, every word you've typed in is considered one state, and all possible next words are considered, a next state you can transition to. In our finite state machine, we now include one more piece of information, and that is the probability in which, you would transition from one state to another particular state. For example, in the case of the word welcome, there are a few other words that could come after welcome, but we are able to figure out what are the probabilities of moving from welcome to another word, say to or home. Your phone's autocorrect system builds a finite state machine like this and basically watches you as you type. The more often you type, say welcome to, it's going to actually increase the probability that is listed here. Which is why in the future, when you actually type the word welcome, it's going to look at these states and give you suggestions based on the choices with the highest probability. So there you go. That is a finite state machine. We've looked at, its basics as well as one particular application. That's it. That's all there is for this episode of Friday Minis. I hope you've learned something today, but until next time, you're watching 0612 TV. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked this video, consider checking out the rest of my work on my channel. Alternatively, you may be interested in a playlist of all the other episodes of Friday Minis. If you'd like to show me some monetary support, I am on Patreon. You can find a link to my campaign in the video description. Of course, you can simply like this video or leave a comment. I'll be sure to respond as soon as I can. To keep in touch with my future uploads, do subscribe to this channel. And for even more updates, check out the official Twitter account for this channel at 0612TV. Thank you for your support.